What's up, everybody? Figured today is a good day to do a little update on what's been going on. Say hey to Zeus. He's getting big. Full-time job supervising what's going on around here. Shop Jeep. But share a little bit of info about part of the aviation division that we've got on our website. Part of it's these stands that we sell. They're for general giant scale RC airplanes. You can fit like a 60 size on it if the stand's still collapsed. But still working out the little details. They're available on the website for purchase now. Plan on doing a review over them in the next few weeks. Share a little bit of info about how they work and how they go together. But for now, what we're here to look at is how you set up a smoke system on one of these. You can see it's a GP 123, so it's a 123cc engine. It's a twin. Great Power is the company. Local service, great customer service, never had a problem, makes good power. So kind of going over this, I had to go through a few different companies to find out all the info I can, because I don't know anything about setting up smoke on an airplane. And it's something this expensive, you want to make sure you do it right. Smoke has a reputation for being very hard on airframes. It'll soak in the balsa wood. It'll get underneath the covering, especially like on the points and all the decals. I've been told by many people that I'm going to hate it and that smoke is going to completely destroy this airframe and peel all the covering off of it. But for me, this is a life goal. I've always wanted a big biplane with smoke on it. If I have to learn the hard way and replace this airframe next year, that's the way it's going to be. But for now, I figured I'd do every little trick that I heard about, read about, somebody told me about, and put it all together in one, and then we'll see how long it lasts. And learn for ourselves and see if we can do something that maybe nobody else has. Never know. Anyway, so with the GP mufflers, these are stock GP mufflers. They have a baffle inside of them, and I'm using I can't remember the name of the injectors, but you can get everything from Holy Smokes. I work with Kurt from Holy Smokes. He is so freaking awesome, takes the time out of his day to chat with you on the phone and give you all the little tips and tricks. I went a little bit overboard, as he was saying. I used heat shrink and tie straps or safety wire, and he's saying basically I'm wearing suspenders at the same time wearing a belt, and probably got some overalls in there too. But I just thought it looked cool. Try to keep as much as you can outside of the airframe. So if you're one ways, which this is the one-way valve right here, so that way the only part of the system that loses the smoke prime is right here. And I made sure that both of my lines were as close as they could be to the same length where it comes out of the T. Got everything tucked up in there with Morgan's 3D printed fittings. Alex Fredrickson helped me out with. The other thing we did was we took a 30-minute epoxy, thinned it out with denatured alcohol, and painted this whole firewall box. I thinned it out to about the consistency of paint and did every seam that I could find. I did all the seams on the covering where the carbon fiber is. All the spots that would eventually see some sort of oil soak through, that's all been brushed with the 30-minute epoxy and denatured alcohol. You can see the Holy Smokes pump mounted in there all nice and clean. It says in the instructions that you want it behind the smoke pump, below it if possible, with the fittings pointing up. Again, this stuff may not make a difference, as I've been told that other people would mount it just here on the firewall. That's how Austin has his, and it seems to work just fine, and you have nothing to worry about failing inside the airframe. But it's the way the instructions said it, so I figured, what the heck, I'll try it. I'm learning. See the filter in there off the main tank. The smoke tank's the one on the right. Got my little fitting on the side of the airframe for smoke. So while we're here, some people have never seen inside a Mamba 120. It's become like a normal thing now. I got the Aurora Pro 8. That's a gyro system for them. It helps stabilize it, keep the wind buffeting down to a minimum. As Kiki Samazzini says, just basically if you can take some of the workload off the pilot, why not do it? Kiki Samazzini is a big part in designing the Mamba airplane series, Flex Innovations. Anyway, so we'll go inside, step in the trailer. By the way, the trailer is so close to being done. Been working with Ryan, Oak City Artisans, doing all my cabinets. Working with Chris Prince and Low Life, Wild Child Graphics. We built our door frames here in-house. Got the idea from Chris Prince. We're going to have ours where they'll also hinge up to be like an awning. I should this weekend get the actual panels that go in here, and then we're going to do wood around the outside of it to match the cabinets. You can see all the wings, wing bags, everything's organized in the trailer. Plane holders. Keep spare stands in here for customers. Purchase them out of the flying events. A little shop heater in here. Refrigerator. Microwave. Love my cabinets. It's like a great working trailer. We pull this thing to an event, open it up, and just work out of it all day long. It is so much fun. You can see the rest of the parts for the Mamba scattered off throughout the tables. And again, anything that you see is like bare wood. It's been painted with 30-minute epoxy, thinned down, especially inside where the elevator servos are. That whole like pocket has been painted. And again, all this may not make any difference, but hey, you gotta start somewhere, and I'm having fun doing it, so that's all that matters. Austin hooked me up with some engine baffling. This is the first time I've ever messed with anything like this, so I was kind of hands off. He gave me something to start with. I think it works fantastic. See if we have any kind of overheating issues, but so far so good. If it does, that's just a new problem to figure out how to solve. And basically the other trick that I've been told is monocoat trim solvent with Q-tips, and we have gone over every freaking seam, every point, all of the seams where the white on white is, all the leading edge seams. There's a lot of detail into covering one of these, so we'll see. Wish us the best, but man, I'll tell you what, seeing this thing rolling smoke, doing some high alpha, floating around, torque rolling. We'll post some videos up once we get some good videos taken. There's only been like a couple shots so far, but after that you'll understand. It's just addictive. It's so much fun. The other thing is our shelves do fold down. I'm not going to fold them down obviously right now, but they fold down independently, so I can leave the rear one up, set up my air mattress here. Puppy dogs hang out up here. Set that one down, we get a lot more room in here. TV, fan, PlayStation. Gotta have a PlayStation for rainy days. The other thing is, I guess I'll go into it a little bit. Got 400 watts of solar on the trailer. Got a refrigerator in here that's usually full of cold drinks, so if you're at an event and you're thirsty, feel free to hit me up. You're welcome to anything that's in my refrigerator. Stay away from my chicken salad. If it's the last sandwich, I'll share it with you. But anyway, I got LEDs all up underneath the cabinets. Self-sufficient. Loving it. Can't really see y'all at events. Heading to Tabor City this weekend. Fly with a bunch of cool people out there. Anyway, that should about wrap it up. Follow us for more videos. Talk to you soon. Like, share, subscribe.